Hey everybody, Editing Sherry here. I apparently, well, you can see I'm gonna blur all that because I didn't realize how much mess I have sitting around. I haven't recorded in this spot in quite a while. I got ready to edit season 1, episode 1 of Dexter New Blood, which I feel weird calling it season 1 because technically it's a sequel, but they consider it season 1. So, um, at any rate, getting ready to edit it and noticed that my whole intro part is not there. I don't know what happened to it. I apparently was having audio problems. So, just to give a little spiel in here, I recorded this series starting in June of 2023. I was doing it by DVD because I was doing the Netflix program at the time. And so that's why they're recorded so far ahead. And um, yeah, at any rate, I love the original series of Dexter. I did have issue with the relationship between Deb's infatuation with Dexter. I don't know if it was technically love because she had such complicated relationships. Well, some weren't complicated, but some were. And so I don't know if she was in love with Dexter. I know the actress who plays Deb said that she purposely played Deb as being in love with Dexter the whole time before they even knew that storyline was going to be. And I can, I can, I can kind of get it. They weren't blood related. He was adopted. The whole family knew it. Harry was not hiding that at all. But it does it's still kind of icky because they were brought up as brother and sister. So I did have issue with that part of the storyline. I did have issue with how it ended. It didn't quite feel like Dexter, but then again kind of did. And boy, is that cheek red. It's really hot too. um I've noticed the pattern with this. It tends to happen when there's temperature differences. So that's when it happens the most. But yeah, I don't have a fever or anything like that. I don't have high blood pressure when it happens. It just happens. It gets hot. I feel the heat, but I don't have a fever. But it's really red on camera. Um, and actually, you can see it gets a little bit purple right in there. Well, just trying to get the shine of the light off of the middle of it, but all right, squirrel. So I do love the series overall. I love Dexter. Yes, Dexter is a bad guy, and killing is killing. Doesn't matter what his modus operandi is. We were just using that word yesterday at work. But it's a enjoyable show. I liked the writing. I liked the situations he would get into. I liked that things didn't always come out perfectly as he had planned, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm as I was entering into Dexter New Blood, because I've finished it now, I was excited to get into it and see what they did with this new series. And I knew that it was only going to be one season. I also knew that it was a love letter to fans to try to correct the wrong for the way the show ended. I also know that Michael C. Hall, yes, because I always mix his name up with Anthony Michael Hall. So, Michael C. Hall I'll correct myself in editing if I got this wrong because I'm working on editing now. But I know that he had some health problems, which is also partly why the series ended when it did. I know that he and Deb had gotten married in real life. Um, the actress, not Deb, but the actress who played Deb, I know they got married in real life. I believe they divorced a few years later. I can't remember how long the marriage lasted, but that I have since learned, I think after watching Dexter New Blood, I was watching some of the behind the scenes and interviews and all that kind of stuff. And the actress and Michael always remained really good friends, even though they got divorced, which I think is great. I think it's great that they realized that they were better friends than lovers. so so I know that stuff. I don't want to give away how I felt about the series itself. I want to see you all see how I react as I'm watching it. And did I end up liking Dexter New Blood? Did I end up hating it? Did I, blah, 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 the spiel. Um, so at any rate, and this will be the only time I do this. If you do happen to like the episode or like my reactions, I should say, then please subscribe. I am trying to get to the point where I can at least do live chats and super chat and that type of thing. I don't plan on monetizing my videos, but I would like to be able to get super chats and that kind of stuff, or whenever I do live chats, which is not often. But I've been doing this channel since 2019, so been doing it for free. So it would be nice to get a little bit of compensation. But at any rate, at the very least, if you do like the reactions, if you could subscribe, that would be great. I have reacted to a bunch of other stuff on the channel. If you're watching Dexter, then you may like my reactions to Waco and Chernobyl. And I reacted to Breaking Bad. You may or may not like my reaction to that. I am still putting up reactions to Game of Thrones. I have finished it and I've watched House of Dragons, and I will post that as well. But there's a bunch of different reactions on there. I'm also guiding another reactor through the Hercules and Xenoverse. So if you like that series, either Hercules or Xena, we're doing both, then another reason to subscribe as well. I have all of her information on those particular videos, so you can check that out and go from there. She's putting the full episode up on her Patreon. I don't do Patreon. So you've got some choices in there. Is that all I want to say? That was JoJo. All right. I think that's it. We're going to leave it at that. So let me go ahead and get back to editing so I can get this up and go from there.
Okay, finally got the settings to work correctly. I can now hear the episode while OBS is on. It was working when OBS was off and ended up restarting the computer. So we're good to go. It just means episode 3, I'm going to have to finish on the laptop microphone. So I apologize in advance, but let's go ahead and get started and go from there. And that's JoJo. This kitty. Just so you know who that is. All right, and let's move them over to there. Did you hear me talking about you? Let's make you bigger. This one is called And his son is supposed to join at some point. I think the song is appropriate. I am a passenger. Oh, you're not supposed to shoot the albino ones. The Native Americans believe that they're sacred, I think. Maybe it's the Inuits. Inuit? I don't know how to say it correctly. I miss campfires. It's a lot of firewood. Probably not enough to get through the winter for him, though. Goats, chickens, pigs. He's got a happy little homestead, doesn't he? Deep sea fishing. Or not deep sea fishing. Ice fishing. I knew what I meant. Now they trip the wire and it lets him know if he's caught something. That's the smart way to do it rather than sitting there freezing your tail off.
It's on the floor.
Who said that?
Are you ready for tonight?
Oh, Deborah. So he's hallucinating her like he did his father. And I think I remember them saying she was
You're the one that picked this place.
going to be on the show. Carving knife, right? Or is it a butcher's knife? I forget the different types of knives. I know a paring knife and a fillet knife. I think that's a carving. No, that can't be a carving. Oh, he's got his special knives. You're supposed to do that end flap over on top. That's an interesting cold snap. Oh, that's the name of the title. Hi. It's an interesting way that they do the transition there for the opening. Do they harass him? Or are they just friendly with him? I like that song. Oh, this is supposed to be his love interest, isn't it?
I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle, sir.
Why? What's the probable cause? Having knives on the front seat isn't enough. Unless there was a murder with a knife. Okay. Already a love interest. Oh, he's enjoying it more than he was with Rita.
Logan's at the church. The pecan pies were stolen from the potluck supper. Obviously can't pull him off that. Teddy's out of commission. He just got his wisdom teeth pulled. Mr. Steiner know you're en route?
Telling myself I'm getting by. Interesting music lyrics that they're putting into this.
Small town. Thank the good Lord.
Are you coming to the match next week?
I'm sure gonna try.
Now this part's from the trailer. What's he butchering? He's not gonna kill him.
There you go.
Pigs. Making everything match. Oh, is this his store? Oh, he works there. Okay.
I think this pup looks more like a grommet, don't you?
On this one, I
Grommet.
think I'm basically switching.
I do like grommet. Is that a raccoon? Looks really thin for a raccoon.
Here we go.
Maybe a lemur?
Hey, easy there.
Is a problem?
I was gonna say he's getting bad vibes off him.
You know, this is way more firepower than anything you need hunting around here.
Oh yeah, what do you hunt?
Is that an AK
I don't
of
anymore.
some sort?
Look at you, Saint Jim. Yeah, I'll take it.
Saint Jim.
Problem. We need this stuff? No, I got a ton of that in my dad's mudroom. Speaking of
What
my
is
dad,
it?
Neither of us want Fred to lose his business, right?
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Evil
Dex
stuff.
is going to go into his old habits here. Yep, he's going to do some research on this guy.
Gotta keep your guard up, dude.
Yeah, Dex doesn't like him.
Well, seems like trouble follows Caldwell the Lesser wherever he goes.
Small
There
town.
really are no secrets in this town.
Andrew's in a meeting.
Hey, Teddy, how you feeling?
Jim.
I never did get my molars. My dad was missing 3, my mom was missing 1, and I got the perfect combo of having no
What do you think he could have done to
molars.
flag the check?
The ones you don't want, wisdom teeth. I do have molars, but not wisdom teeth.
That whole thing was just a really tragic accident. In fact, I bet his record is spotless.
They're going to research for him.
That's an accident waiting to happen. That's
Thanks
all
for
I'm
your
saying.
time, Dennis. Let you know if anything else turns up.
Sure thing. See you, folks.
What district is he with?
Something not good, huh?
The same as always. No body, no pattern, no case. And no funding.
There's a serial killer for
What
him
if
to
one
go
of his
after.
women turns up dead?
I thought it was more of a group thing. My bad. You two, have fun.
See you tonight. You look cute in that uniform.
That's why I like you, Jim
She
Lacy.
kind of looks like Deborah. Got a heart of glass. Never seen line dancing to Blondie.
Hola Ramón, ¿cómo está Lidia y los niños?
Mi familia es genial, gracias
Or
a
the
Dios.
babies. He really does not like that
Put it
guy.
on my tab anyway.
They're doing the electric boogie woogie woogie. Took me forever to learn that one. The electric slide, is that what the actual name is? Is this the serial killer? With all them missing people? Oh, it must be his boss and his
Look at
partner.
you. I'm having a party tomorrow at my dad's place. You should come.
I'll,
Skip.
see. I'm sure your buds are gonna be really impressed with the size of your gun.
You know what? Why don't you come to the party anyway?
He's got to keep
You never
himself
know.
in check. There was a guy that kept hitting on me this back in college, back when I was skinny. And we were at the bar. It was a dance club, so there was 18 and up. And I was in the 21 section, 21 and older section. And the bartender that was working knew the guy that I was dating. And one of the football players kept trying to hit on me and kept trying to buy me a beer and all this kind of stuff. And finally, it got to the point where he said, uh, I'll buy you a beer. Your boyfriend will never know, or something like that. And I looked at him and I said, dude, everybody here knows my boyfriend. It's like, uh, I, it was, he kind of had that same attitude that Max is showing, that I can do what I want, and, you can break the rules for this or that and all that kind of stuff. And just real annoying kind of stuff. I mean, even one of his buddies had to come up and tell him to leave me alone. This was the same night that Kerry Collins was there, for those of you that know Kerry Collins. And this was during his drinking years, and he was a real ass during those years and couldn't stand him then. I hear he's changed his ways. But yet, guys like that just, they they're entitled and they feel like they deserve whatever they want and they shouldn't have to follow the rules and all that kind of stuff. And it's real annoying. And so I'm relating real hard to Dex right now. So, long story short.
What if I don't get fries?
Doesn't come with fries, honey.
Bye,
Yes.
Herberger.
Put it on my tab. Fries too.
Thanks.
Is she going to end up dead? She seems so innocent. Perfect victim.
Aren't you glad they didn't have these things when we were younger?
You better believe it.
Time to be a mom.
His attitude in this relationship and being sex hungry is a little weird. Not used to that with him. I guess he was kind of that way with Lila, but still not to this extent. Was that the stranger that got out of the truck? Does he do this every day? He doesn't have his orange on. I would have my orange on with Max around.
Beautiful.
His albino stag again. Oh, that was CGI there. The footprints didn't turn around. Where
I
did
have
they
the
go?
feeling I'm being watched.
I love ham steaks.
It's been almost 10 years.
This homage to our opening scene in the original series. He's got to deal with Max this morning. Are we going to bet on whether it hasn't cleared? Just checking to see if it cleared. Nope, not yet. Hi. Won't let him in?
Well, my tuna sandwich is in there.
Poor baby.
I know that someone isn't getting their tuna sandwich anytime soon.
It's encouraging to see young people with such.
She's going to throw it at him. There's the truck. 18-wheeler guy. That's what we're going to call him. There's too many trucks in this area. Oh, that's going to be his son, isn't it?
Jimmy, I really need you to deliver this gun.
Did he call him Jamie?
I need a straightener.
What did he say?
Man, get in here.
Meth, maybe? Instead of cocaine? It's either cocaine or meth. I'm guessing meth, though.
You gonna finish this or what?
Nope.
No, actually, I think I'm just gonna...
I never should have gotten on that fucking boat.
Never should have what?
What do you mean you told Matt he wasn't driving?
He's going to start investigating.
Fuck him. I covered for him, man. I lied at my trial, so...
They're not good girlfriends if they switch that easily.
Want to know the worst part?
Not really.
I think I gave up.
I'm guessing meth.
This all stays between us, huh?
Sure.
See, I really need that $2,000 a week.
You're looking at the guy where secrets go to die.
Haha. He means that literally.
My man Jim! You bring that gun?
Does he have some pants on? Good. Scar from the boat. Oh, I wish he had a little more control and able to say no, he's not giving it to him. Thank you.
You alright, Jim?
Blood.
Jim?
Oh, he imagined it. Somebody's in his cabin. I am betting it's his son.
What the hell are you doing?
Yep.
Are you Dexter Morgan? It's me, Harrison.
Oh, didn't Harrison have blonde hair?
You can't. Everyone close to you dies. LaGuerta. Rita.
Me? Oh, Bullet.
Me?
Report you or anything. You seem like a good kid.
I wonder if Hannah told him what Dex actually did. What are the papers? Yeah, he had blonde hair. Although I do know it can get darker as they get older. I wouldn't expect it to get that dark, though.
He'll be safer with Hannah.
Where is Hannah? He's gonna look for his albino stag. Hey, caught something. Perfect timing, I suppose. That chain has got to be cold. That's a frightening dream. So 10 years without a kill. That's a long time for him. I guess running in the snow helps build the stamina. It's not an easy thing to do, that's for sure. It's very pretty. Is somebody going to shoot it? I only ask because we're having this moment.
Please, please, please.
The movements aren't quite right on the CGI. We used to come within inches of deer when I was little. Mom and Dad would put salt licks out, and we'd come home from school and walk through the woods part up to the house. Could almost reach out and touch them. Somebody's going to shoot it. He's having a spiritual moment. Yep, somebody shot it. Max.
Yes! Bag me a white fucking book!
He's going to kill him.
Check this
Right
out.
here and right now. Are any of his buddies around? Where are his buddies?
Don't get caught.
Giving it a fast death. Got our kill room being put together. Surprised he's using his place. Especially after Harrison was looking for him. He didn't do all of his research. He doesn't have it up all around. Created his own slide. The passenger's awake. Did the same thing to him.
Or I'll fucking kill you.
You're just gonna fucking execute me or some shit like that?
It's gonna kill him
You
anyhow.
think you can get away with that?
Again, not the first time.
Please, please. You shot my deer! Wait. You don't understand. It's not my fault.
Please do it. Please do it.
Okay, my mom died when I was 8. My dad, he was never around. He was always working. I had a shitty childhood, okay?
You're blaming this on bad parenting?
It's true. It's not my fault. So you're not gonna kill me?
We're past the point of no return on that one.
Yeah. He's already admitted he's a serial killer.
My dad, he is gonna destroy you. He is gonna rain down a world of pain on you, man.
Life is short, dude.
Here we go. Hi, dark passenger. Is he late for something? I forget now.
I may be a monster, but I'm an evolving monster.
We're not going to do slides, huh?
Not exactly Miami Bay, but it does have a hole in it.
Going to put him in the ice fishing hole? What happened to his face shield he normally has?
Truth adjacent.
He's talked about truth adjacent before. I can't remember which episode and where, but I remember him talking about it. Aw, he did go back to Harrison. Is he going to say, I knew your dad? He does look a lot like him.
I thought you didn't know me.
He doesn't.
You were right. I'm Dexter Morgan. Come home.
Did he already
Please.
get rid of the body? We didn't see him dispose of the bags. And is he going to ask him how much Hannah told him about? Are we ending here? Oh. Is it a blood trail? Yep. Michael C. Hall. Not Anthony Michael Hall. Just making sure there's nothing at the end. I'm sinking in my chair. This is a different position, and I'm able to prop my feet up, but I've got to move around a little bit too. There. You can see me a little better now. Purdy. I keep disrupting Purdy. So, a good introduction. We saw he did well for 10 years, not killing anybody. But then this guy just rubbed him the wrong way and fell right into some of the traps. So, yeah, the Dark Passenger is back. The song choices they had, especially at the beginning, were very purposeful if you listen to the lyrics. And we've got Harrison. And so now the questions are, what has Hannah told Harrison about Dexter? has he developed the same antisocial personality disorder as Dexter? Or because that's what most serial killers tend to have. What kind of sociopath or psychopath is he? If he is one. Although Harrison probably is not because it's not really genetic. Although they established genetics with Dexter's brother, Brian. I think that's what his name was. I'm terrible with remembering names and facts and all that kind of stuff, but there is stuff I do remember without having to rewatch. The truth adjacent, he has said before. I can't remember who he was talking to, if it was his own monologue or if he was talking to somebody and saying he's truth adjacent. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. It's very familiar. It feels the same, although it's updated some. He's hallucinating Deborah. And even though they're still showing that kind of love relationship, it's not quite as creepy. so, so that's good. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So, thank you for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.